Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Jacco Wessels and a very welcome to Web Nomads, a place where you can learn how to create a blog, start a website, or even build an online store that you will love. And today we are going to start a dropshipping online store right here in South Africa. So stay tuned. So before we jump into the tutorial, I would like to show you what type of store we're going to build. We are going to use Shopify to build this awesome looking website. It is mobile responsive. It looks great on desktop and on mobile. The homepage looks good. We've got products, we've got blog posts, we've got single product featured products, we've got signups, we've got checkout cart pages that we edited and customized. We've added a payment gateway called PayFast, which I will also show you how to do. And above all, this store can be fully operational in a couple of hours. That's how easy it is to use Shopify. So I want to start a dropshipping online store using South African suppliers. And this is very important to me. So the reason why I'm saying it is we are not only supporting local companies, but we are also establishing a great connection, a great relationship with a company right here in South Africa. And this is important if you want to provide good and excellent services to your customers, because you can then communicate with your suppliers in real time. You don't have to wait to the following morning. You don't have to wait for emails and all that kind of nonsense, and so on and so on and so on. Shipping is relatively cheap, when it comes to shipping in South Africa, but that's not something we have to worry about. It is just one of the things we kind of have to work with, and it is just something that works. And I know the next question that's going to pop up in your mind is, but where do I find drop shippings in South Africa to drop ship from or to use as a supplier? Well, it's quite easy. So there are multiple companies in South Africa that don't know the existence or don't know what is drop shipping, and it is quite true. So the easiest thing what you can do is, if you like a company and you like the products, contact them and ask them, are you available for drop shipping? And if they don't know what it is, explain the model to them, and I'm pretty sure they will jump aboard and gladly accept your offer. That's kind of how I gotten so many different dropshipping companies to work with. If you don't want to go that route, there are multiple dropshipping marketplaces in South Africa that you can apply to. And once you're inside, run through the marketplace, check out all the suppliers and companies that's willing to dropship for that marketplace, and just contact them directly and ask them, hey, I would like to work with you directly. Cut out all the third parties, and can we establish some kind of agreement so that I can sell your products, independently, or by yourself, or whatever the case might be. So, and that is kind of how I end up using Skinclays, how I found Skinclays. Skinclays is a company in Cape Town. They produce amazing skin products, organic products that's naturally sourced, and they work beautifully. The product speaks to itself, and the two owners that's behind the scenes, they take extra good care in sending your parcels or your products to your clients in the same day. They will also handle all the inquiries you might have, or whatever the case may be. And the best thing about it, they are already rigged for the scenario. So they will send you Excel sheets with the names of the products, the variants of the products, and also the prices, the descriptions, and also the photos. So this will help you actually add the products to your store very quickly. So you can actually join me in this tutorial and build this store, or you can follow along, or you can break it up, or whatever the case might be. The point here is you can use Skinclays as a drop shipping model, or you can, if the beauty industry, the beauty product is not a product that you would like to sell, there are always multiple other companies that you can go out and try. So, but if you are interested in selling one of South Africa's best skincare products, then go to the link in the description, just right next to apply here. It will take you to a sign up form on my website. Apply there, it will go directly to one of the owners. They will receive your application, and then they will contact you once they feel that your application is good enough, so they can take you on board. So obviously there are going to be multiple applications a day, so make sure if you apply that you are committed to starting the store and don't want to waste anyone's time, and that you want to see this thing through, and in the end produce and build a website or an e-commerce store that will make sales for you in the first place and also help out the supplier. That is very important. So with that said, I would like to invite you to the video, so let's jump right in.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just below the video in the description box, there is a link right next to start here. Click on that link, it will take you directly to a page like this. So that link is my affiliate link, and I'll receive a small commission if you continue with the Shopify payment plans. And that commission will just kind of help me and support this channel. So if you use that link, I would highly appreciate it. And thank you once again. So the second thing you want to do is come over here and enter your email address. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter one of my email addresses, one of my Gmail accounts. Then I'm going to create a password, something I can remember. And then it's basically my store name. So for this store, we are going to do a dropshipping store around natural skin products, and I went ahead and picked a name, something like organic skin, or something like that. Hopefully it is available. So let's go ahead and create a store. You can save this one. Alright, perfect. Seems like everything is in order and that name is available. So obviously, while this is loading, you want to pick something pick a domain name very relevant to your store. So you can obviously, this is just an onboarding process for Shopify, and you can go ahead and tell them a little bit more about yourself, or you can just go ahead and skip this. So now they want to add an address, so you can get paid, and also this will also be helped. This will also help Shopify to figure out where you're gonna send the products from. Because this is a drop shipping store, you can just go ahead and enter your home address or wherever you live. So I'm just gonna go ahead and enter these details, and I'll see you on the next page. Alright, so now it's loading. Alright, cool, welcome guys. Now we are in the Shopify Dashboard, and the Shopify Dashboard, this is where we are going to create, add products, do marketing, build pages, design, pick themes, whatever the case may be. So a super welcome to the Shopify Dashboard. So the first thing we are going to do is look at this panel here on the left. So you'll see home and orders. And orders we will touch on as soon as we start loading some products, and then we have the product tabs here. The products we can actually, this is where we add products. We can actually see our inventory and how much products we have and how much we've sold, and we can add collections. Collections is pretty much the same as categories, and we'll obviously add some collections here as we go along. The customers is also very important. Every time someone purchases a product from your store, you can actually have them create an account on your store before they can actually do a successful purchase, and all that customer information will be over here. So this is very helpful for if you want to do an email outreach or maybe send some coupons their way or whatever the case may be. Then we have analytics. Now, analytics is very important. You'll see all the statistics throughout your whole store, how many people have visited your store today, how many orders were there, and of course the amount of profit you made on a specific day or month or year or whatever the case may be. So now a very cool thing about Shopify is they actually track your IP address, and they can see that we are in South Africa, and they automatically change the currency to Rand. That's pretty cool, and that's why one of the reasons why I love Shopify. It's just so easy to use. So now we have reports here. Reports are pretty much what what it means. You can see your sale reports, your acquisitions, and all that kind of stuff. Your customers, your profit margins, all that stuff you can add here. We'll touch a little bit on the reports a bit later. We have marketing here on the left. Marketing you can obviously use if you are doing Facebook marketing, email marketing, all that kind of stuff. Very important. A very important aspect of your store. To have a very profitable store, you should definitely look into the marketing functions over here. So we have discounts here. Discount codes is also very important. You can add discount codes to your store, stuff like free shipping, stuff like Black Friday sales, and so on. And then we have apps. So the app store is literally what it says. It is apps for your Shopify store, and you can add as many apps you want to your store. And the coolest thing, if you stay to the very end, I'll show you a super cool app that will help visitors to your store to buy more products, and by doing that you can make more profit. And then we have this online store here. So let's go ahead and click on online store. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice on this page here is this big banner here. Your online store is password protected. So this means no one will be able to access your store unless they have a password. So, no one knows you are building a store in the beginning. So don't worry too much about it. We will disable the password once we're done, and then we can see current theme. So this is important. So current theme is what your website looks like, and the feel and look of it. So if you scroll down, you will see free themes in Shopify theme store. So let's go ahead and explore some free themes. If you have the cash and the money and the means to go ahead and buy a premium theme, you're more than welcome to use it. All the themes pretty much work the same. They just kind of look differently and have premium features and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see it loads pretty slowly, but once it's done, you'll see a selection of free themes you can use. And I always like to go with the debut theme right here. So this theme is pretty cool. It is very, it's nice, it's clean, it works beautifully, and it is pretty much standard for all different kinds of online stores. So let's see here, it's got two styles, a default and a light. And if we go for the light theme, you'll see it changes the color and appearance of the theme. So let's use the light theme because we're using with skin products, and a very light, minimalistic, and a great feeling site will obviously help a little bit for people to navigate and buy a bit more. So let's add to library. And once your theme is added, now we can go ahead and say customize. Now it will bring us into the editor, and now you can see our website here on the right. So it's got everything an online store needs to be successful. So let's look at the panel here on the left. So this is obviously the sections of your website. And this is the theme settings, theme actions, and we'll work with all of them throughout this entire video. So first things first, so let's look at the header here. The header is this part here, and you can see our logo alignment is on the left. You can always go ahead and put it to the center, and it kind of looks like this. I prefer logos to be on the left. It kind of we all are used to and accustomed to a certain look and feel, and I just kind of feel like the logo here on the left is where it should be. So, and then we can obviously upload images or upload our own logo. So let's go ahead and select an image. So we can go, so before we upload an image, what I like to do is I like to create a folder for my e-commerce stores and for my websites I'm building. So in this folder I've got my different images I want to use, and also the website colors I want to use, and here is my logo. So this logo, I'm just going to go ahead and drag it over here. It's going to import it or upload it, and once it's done, you will see my logo right here. So now it's a good looking logo, but we want to make it a little bit bigger. So let's make it to around 120 and see what it looks like. Maybe 125, 130. That's still a bit small. Let's see, around 140, and that looks a bit better. Maybe 150. There we go. So now we have this logo here, and if you don't know where to find a logo, or you don't have the means and money to pay for one, you can just come here to Canva. I've got the link in the description. It'll take you to exactly to canva.com, and you can create a super easy logo in a matter of minutes. It is extremely easy. It is free to use above all, and Canva is truly a lifesaver. I'm not going to go into detail on how to create logos and whatnot, but if you don't have a creative bone in your body, I would rather pay someone to do it, just go in the description and I'll have a link there that will take you to Fiverr. And what you can do in Fiverr is, once you get here, is just type in logo design, and you'll see thousands of different designers that actually sell logo design services. So you can see the seller here is a level 2 seller. He's got 4.9 rating, so she's pretty good, and she's starting at 162 Rand for a logo, for a free logo, I might add. So you can go ahead and look for all these. You can actually go ahead, you can actually contact these guys, talk to them, tell them what you want, and you will see logos going up to 1,615. So you are more than welcome to use Fiverr for someone to design a professional logo for you. So let's go back to the site here and have a look here at this logo here and the header. So now once we scroll down, you'll see main menu. So we will leave this for now. We'll check back with that a bit later. And we have this announcement bar. So announcement bar is this little bar that pops up here. So in this bar is it's pretty cool to have this announcement bar. So you can add something like new box, and you can have a link that will take your customer to the, I'm just going to add a hash mark here to make as if it's a link or whatever the case can be. So, but anyway, so this bar here, this announcement bar, will take customers to a certain page you want to bring attention to. This is pretty cool. You can also add information like 600 Rand off or more if you buy this or that product, or once you buy this product, you get that product for free. You can use this announcement board for whatever reason you want. Most of the cases that you'll use this announcement board to let people know there's free shipping once they hit a certain amount of rands on order. So this works pretty well, and obviously you can change the color. You can set it to red, you can set it to blue, or you can add a custom color by entering a hex code here. So, like I said before, I create these little folders with all the images and the website data or whatever I want to use, and I usually create one of these little notepads with the colors I want to use. So this colors is just colors I found using or making the logo. I'm just going to add this pink here and see what it looks like. Just click right next to it, Now it changes it to pink. So now this pink is pretty much the same color as this little heart here, and that looks pretty cool. So now I'm starting to kind of create a theme or a certain style for my website which I want to continue with. So let's go back to header here, and then we have this next one right here. So in this next one right here, you'll see is image with text overlay. So this is this right here. So let's go ahead and select an image. We are going to go back to our folder and let's see what this image looks like. Obviously you have to test a couple of them to see it and make sure it looks good. That looks pretty cool. So, and if we click on this button here, we will see what it looks like on mobile. Okay, that looks pretty cool. So our site is super responsive, and now you can see our menu is this little hamburger icon, which we can click, and a nice drop-down menu we can click on. Let's go back here, go back to desktop, and I think it's a little bit too light for my liking. So let's try something else. Let's upload another picture. I've got this lady here. Let's see what it looks like. I think it's going to be a bit better. There we go. So now I think this image will look pretty cool, especially the color, the colors on the hero image and the colors of the website. So now the text is a little bit difficult to read. So let's select this image here, and then we can go ahead and look for an area. So it looks like Shopify removed the function to increase the opacity of the image to make it a bit more darker so the text can stand a little bit more, but that's not a big problem. I went ahead and used Canva once again to just put an overlay over the picture to make the white text stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to change this and upload this new image. And that's a little bit better. So now the text stand out a little bit more, and it's easier to read, and you can tell your customers exactly what's going on. So let's change the heading here, and it's simply by doing that, simply just go to heading, and then you can change the heading to something you know what you want to say. So say for instance I want to let people know skin full of. Alright, but maybe that's a little bit too big, I guess. But then we have this text area right here where we can let people know what else. You know, you want to tell people exactly, you know, on this hero image, you want to tell people what your products are about. So then we can go ahead and say you know, or whatever, you know, you can just make sure to make sure to add something here on this page here that will draw attention to your products and what people will read and understand as soon as they get to your product page. So the next step here is to add a button. So this button here will take people directly to your products, to your About Us page, or your products page, or whatever the case may be. So I want to take people directly to my products. So let's say view our products. But now you still can't see the button here is because we don't have a link yet. So we have to create products and collections and pages first before we can add anything to that to this link here. So let's choose policies just to make sure. No, it still doesn't work. So let's create products and categories, and then we'll be able to see this button here. So now, while we're busy with buttons and so on, let's scroll down to theme settings. In the theme settings, we have this first option here is colors. So headings and links. will be black, body text will be black. Body text is obviously this one over here, and will be headings and links. The sale price is when you have a sale, running a sale on your product, it will be a little banner right next to the product's price, letting customers know there's a sale. Let's change this to this pink color, just to kind of keep the flow of the website going. So, and obviously I want to change the button. So the button color, I also want to make this pink color, just to keep the flow of the website. So second, labels and borders. I'm not going to worry about that too much. And then we have form fields. Form fields is like contact forms and so on. And we're not going to worry about it. So now we have image overlays. Oh, so they've moved the image overlays to this port here. So let's quickly save here. Every time you make or adjust or create something on your Shopify website, just make sure to always go ahead and save. So let's quickly go back here to our image and change this back to the original one. And then I want to show you that I've just moved that area down to theme settings and colors, and scroll all the way down, and you can just add opacity to your images and your image overlays. So this will create a dark overlay of your pictures, so your text can stand out a bit more. So I think 79 is a bit too much. We can obviously bring it down to about 65. There we go. And that's it. Yeah, it looks good. So I'm not gonna delete that part where I inserted the picture from Canva, just to show you guys it happens. They always update the themes and the software, so the things are always constantly changing. So that's the way you add opacity to images. So let's go back up to colors and go back to typography. So now we have font, the type of font we want to use. So I like to use the font Poppins or Roboto. Poppins is a very nice font. It's used by many websites all over the world. It's easy to use, easy to read, and it's not too rough, if I can put it that way. So hitting base size, I can just bring it down to maybe 25. And there we go. And then we have body text. So body text, like once again, is this text over here. And I also want to change that to Poppins. Poppins. There we go. Select. And I want to make the base size 17. The reason for 17 is when it is big enough, 15 or 14, 15 is big enough for anyone to read on a laptop or a computer. But once you start going into mobile, the 14 and 15 is a little bit too small, and 17 is just perfect. And then we have search. So we can say enable product suggestions. That is when someone click this search button here, so you can show the vendor and show the price, but we're not going to go for it. We're just going to use the product suggestions. I'll show you a bit later how that looks. In social media, we can always say share on Facebook, tweet on Twitter, pin on Pinterest, and so on. So you can just obviously add your Twitter account, your Facebook accounts, Pinterest, Instagram, and so forth. If you scroll down all the way to the bottom, sometimes or most times the links will appear here when you start entering your Facebook account. Let's just add a hash mark and see what it looks like. There we go. So now we have this little Facebook icon here on the right. So you can obviously add your Twitter account, your Instagram account, and all that. So they will take people directly to your Facebook account or your Twitter account, whatever account you have. And that's a good idea to have social media accounts just to drive traffic to your website. Very important. Then we have the Favicon. So the Favicon is obviously this little icon here. I don't have one for my site, so I'm just going to leave that one alone. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it just kind of adds a nice little touch to your website. So add to cart notifications, show notifications when item is added to cart. So once you have this selected and someone add a product to cart, a little pop-up will appear here on the top right, letting people know they've added a product to cart. Yes, I want that. Then we have checkout. So the checkout, we will quickly run through as soon as we start adding products, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then we have theme style. Please save your, okay. Let's save this quickly and see what they have for us. So now we still have the default or light, and we went for the light theme, of course. So close that, and let's go back to continue with our website, our Shopify store. So now we have this beautiful header here. We've got our banner top here. We've got our a hero image, and the next up is our next up is this image with text. So this area you can use to tell people, you know, who you are, what you do, and you know what you use, and so on and so on. So this is a nice quick place where you can teach people more about yourself and your products. So let's go ahead and edit this. So select image. I'm just going to go back here to my folder and just go with this one here. So now I've got this lady, looks pretty good. And then I can choose to align it left or right. I like the pictures always to be on the left for some reason. Then I can just say here, we do skincare right. You know, something like that. Then we have this text here. This text you can use to tell people a little bit more yourself, where you're located, what products and processes you are using, and all that cool stuff. And then you can obviously go here and say view more. And then we still don't see that button there, is because we don't have a link. Let's try this hash once more. This hash once more. And now we can see our button here. I guess the same thing will work from top here. So let's quickly go ahead and do that. Paste our link and select this one here. And now we have our button here that will take people directly to our products. So I'll obviously add the product pages as we go along, but for now we're going to concentrate on creating a beautiful looking, stunning looking homepage for your e-commerce business, for your drop shipping business. So if you want to have a quick look to see what your website looks like, go to full screen, and it will show people, I will show you exactly what your store looks like. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape and it looks very cool. You can obviously see this logo here can be a bit bigger, but we're not going to worry about it too much, and it looks pretty awesome. So let's look and see what it will look on a mobile phone, and it looks pretty stunning. Very cool looking, very smooth, very clean looking, and that's what we want. So let's look at the next column here. The next column here is text columns with images. So, but I don't want this column here. I want people to rather focus on our products from the very beginning. So the way we can do that is we can go ahead and use this feature collection and just go ahead and drag it above this text columns with images. Now we have feature collections. We don't have any products yet, and that's the next step. We are going to create some collections and we are going to create some products for us. So let's go and do that. So once again, go ahead and save. And then we have to use this button right here to exit back to our dashboard. All right. So then here on the left panel, you can see products. And let's go ahead and add collections first. Now collections is pretty much like categories. Categories like beard oil or body butter or all kinds of stuff like that. So let's go ahead and add a couple to our website. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this one here, actions. and then just make delete selected. Delete that one, and now create a collection. So if we go over here to Skinclay's website, obviously this is all the products they have on their website that you can also obviously add to your store. And the first one we are going to use here is this body scrub. So let's go ahead and say body scrub. Let's just say scrub, and then you can obviously add a description about body scrub. I'm just going to go ahead and add some text here. I'm just going to use some dummy text, nothing too outrageous. And then I'm going to go ahead to collection type. You can obviously go to manual. So if you use manual, you have to manually add products to a certain collection. But if you go automated, and this is another cool thing about Shopify and what makes things so much easier and so much faster building a store with Shopify. So let's go ahead and use automated and say product tag and use product title contains the word scrub. And then we can go ahead and add an image. This image is important. I will obviously show you. I'll also show you where these images start coming in. So we can drag this one over here, and then we can go ahead and say save this collection. So I'm just going to go ahead and add another collection, just to show you guys how. Create another collection, and then I want to add a body butter. I'm just going to make this collection butter, and then I'm going to add some dummy text once more. So you want to use this area to tell people what this collection is all about, okay? So then we have collection type, manual and automated. We're going to still go with automated and go ahead with product title contains butter. Easy as that. And then the butter, we're going to add an image. Oops. And then we are going to use, what are we going to use for this image? This is not butter, but you're obviously going to add an image that contains an image of butter. This is not butter, it's probably like essential oil or something. Save. And then I'm going to look for the third one, and I'm going to use something like men's. This men's facial moisturizer. I'm just going to go ahead and make the title men's, and then create another leave pages and say men's, and add a description once more, automated, product title equals to men's. Perfect, and save. So let's go and have a look at our collections. Now we have 3 collections here, but we don't have anything for men, the picture here. So let's just add something for men here. I'm just going to go ahead and add this one here. So obviously you want the images to be relevant to your collections. Perfect. So now it's time to add our very first product. So go ahead to all products, and we don't have any products yet. So let's go ahead and add product. All right, so title, we want a title. So let's go ahead and go for this detoxifying green clay body scrub. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this. So like I mentioned before, you don't have to come over to Skinclay's website to come and copy everything from the website. You can just use the information, all the information they are going to send you. It's perfectly formulated in Word documents and Excel sheets. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this. This is easier and faster. And then I am going to add a description. I'm just going to copy this one here. Copy, paste, and then obviously I want the media, and then I'm going to copy this one here, save image as, oops, save, and then I'm going back here, and then I'm just gonna drag this into here. Perfect, awesome. So now we have a price. Pricing, we can see here that our prices are starting from 95 Rand to 185. This one is 95 Rand. We don't have to charge tax in this product yet. We have this inventory. Track quantity, you don't have to. This is a physical product. You can add the weight if you want. And we have variants of this product, which is very important. So as you can see, this product has a variant of 100 grams and 200 grams, and this is very important. So let's go ahead and start with the variants. So now size 1 is 100 grams. Size is 100 grams and 200 grams. Okay, so now we have this variant right here. So the 100 grams is 95 Rand and the 200 grams is 185 Rand. 185. And as you've seen, we've got a different image here. So let's go ahead and save this image, save it here, and then go back here. So now we can go ahead and drag this another image right here. All right, and then we say, come back all the way down. The custom information, select country, South Africa, and we don't have to worry about this harmonized system. And we can see what our search engine listing will be. This is what when someone searches for this product. Let's go ahead and save. Let's create a product status to active. And now you can see in collections, this product was automatically added to Scrub. And that's how easy it is. So let's go ahead and preview our very first product. Preview. Click on preview. It'll take us to a product page. And this is what our product looks like. That is very cool. So now we can have this option here to select 100 gram or 200 grams. And then we can also rotate the images here at the bottom. We've got the information here. And also we have this share icons where we can share our products. That's very cool looking. There's also a way that we can customize this product page, which we'll do a little bit later. So for instance, so we can get this product description maybe around here, which is easier to read. Okay, so let's close this and come back to the products. And then we're gonna go ahead and add another product. Go back here and say add product. Let's go to Skin Cleanse website. And then the next product is this one right here. Copy this. Copy. And then we are going to paste this here. And then we are going to copy the description. Copy and paste. And the media, we are going to keep on doing that. Save this one here. Save image as, save, and then we are going to drag this one in here. And the product is 110 Rand. The product is 110 Rand. And say for instance you want to run a special on this product. So this would be the product's original price, but if you want to run a special, you have to add the original price here and make this a little bit less, say 90 Rand. Oops, that's not gonna work. 90 Rand. Customers don't pay tax on this. Cost per item. So obviously this is a great thing to do as well, I've got to tell you. So when Skinclays send you a spreadsheet of what margins or profit margins you have to play with, you can obviously add the products, the cost per item here. So the cost per item here, Skinclays will charge you 60 Rand for this product. This, give or take, I don't know what they're going to charge, but it's a 33% margin and you make 30 Rand profit. This is obviously very nice to have, especially when you come to analytics to see what your profit or your profits at the moment. Track quantity, you don't have to worry about track quantity, but if you want to do, you can obviously track the quantity, and the availability, we have 52 available. This is a physical product, you can always add the grams here. You can make this grams and say it's 100 grams. If you want to be very precise with your website, and I recommend you are, just go ahead and add all these kinds of cool stuff here. Just make this South Africa again. Oops, South Africa. And then this product doesn't have any variants. I know it's got variants, but I already showed you how to add the variant. I'm not going to go for this for tutorial purposes. I'm going to go ahead and save. So this product is in draft once more. Just go ahead and make it active and save. If we scroll down, this product was supposed to add into a collection, edit collections, butter, product total contains butter, yes, okay. Go to products. Okay, so there we go. So just have to refresh the screen and add it automatically to butter. So now you're gonna get the idea on how to add products into your store. So I'm just gonna pause the video. I'm gonna add another product or two just to kind of speed this video along. Okay, so I quickly added a men's product, and what I also did was, if you come to products, I made copies of this green butter right here, just to kind of show you how the featured collections, the sections work on the homepage. So let's go back to home and then go to online store, click on this one here. Oh, and that's to view it, sorry. Click on this one here and then go to customize. So now we're back in the editor, and let's look at how to add a feature collection here. So this feature collection you can use pretty much for everything. So you can add newly products that you posted to your website, a new product line, whatever the case may be, a sale, whatever you want. So there's a little trick to it. So if you want this feature collection to only feature items on sale, then add a collection to the product with sale, or add a sale collection to the product and just feature the product under the sale collection, and then you choose it from there. So let's go to feature collections and select collection. So if you want to add, like I mentioned before, if you want to add products on sale here, just make sure to create a collection sale and add products to sale to that collection, and then just select it from here. So let's go ahead and choose butter and then select. So now I have my free products here, a collection with butter, and I would like to make the row just free because I only have free products. Make it a little bit bigger, and then the rows I can obviously select to make it 2 or more. I'm just going to go ahead and choose 1 for now, and then you can say show product vendors. Then it shows the name of the company that's producing or selling the product, and I'm not going to go for it, it's too much detail. And then I can obviously go ahead and add a button that you can view all the collection, all the butter collections, all the products inside the butter collection. All right, so let's go ahead and go back here and then quickly have a look at what our site looks like. Go to full screen. So that looks pretty cool. So now we have a very cool looking website with awesome products here and a view all button. So let's go ahead and click on view all. So if you're inside the butter, they will obviously populate this image you chose in the collections settings, and obviously this will be the description you also added to your product description. So now we can see all the products that's inside our butter collection. That is very cool, very simple, very fast, and a unique way to view all the products in that specific collection. So now let's go ahead and continue with our website. So let's go ahead and go to desktop once more, and now we have this part here. Feature collection, text of columns. Let's move this one down, and then we have this kind of like this image with an overlay. That's pretty much the same as this one here. So what we can do with this right here is to have a kind of little bit of a page break, you know, just kind of have something nice just to break up the page a little bit. So let's go ahead here and select an image. I'm just going to go for this one here. Right, and then select it, and then I want to add so before I add it, you can obviously see the alignment here. You can add top, add bottom. Let's leave it like that, and then we can say full width or fixed width. We'll make a little box. I don't like that. I love full width websites. So section height, you can make it small, make it a little bit smaller. I guess that's pretty cool. Or you can make it big if you're that kind of person and like big stuff. That's a little bit too big if you ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and choose small here. Perfect. The heading here, I'm just gonna say you will, let's go ahead and put the quotation marks. You will love our new range. And then go ahead and just delete this. Something like that. If you want, you can add a button here, view range, and then just add, obviously, I'm just going to add a fake link. There we go. And then see what it looks like. That's pretty cool. So now we have this awesome looking website. It's not too busy, it's not too overpowering. It's very smooth looking, it's very clean, very minimalistic. It's exactly what you want. You don't want a lot of friction when it comes to your online store. You don't want a lot of distractions and all that kind of nonsense. So let's start with the next section. So the next section, I am just going to once more get rid of this text of columns, this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and delete it because I'm not going to use it. So click on this right here, click on this, the three little dots, and say remove section. That's how you remove sections. So now the next one here is testimonials, and testimonials is extremely important for a website. It brings, or it adds a tremendous lot of social proof to your website and make things seem way more authenticated. And that's what you want. You want customer reviews on your website. At the beginning, you won't have any. That's okay. Fake it till you make it, I guess. Or, you know, if you have your first 2, 3, or 4 clients buying from you, email them, WhatsApp them, phone them, whatever the case may be, and ask them for a testimonial so you can add them to your website. So the easy way to customize your testimonials is just come to this testimonial section here, and then go ahead, click here, and then just add the customer's testimonial, and then just add the name. And I'm just going to say Jesse. So it's Jesse, and then the next one, this guy bought a product, his name is John, and then the next person was, let's say Anne or something. Her name is Anne, and she also loved your products. So once again, guys, it is extremely important to focus on testimonials. It really adds value to your website, and don't forget it, and make use of it. Make use of the power that testimonials can bring to your website. And then the next one, we have this gallery here. Gallery, you can add pretty much anything right here. So I will use a gallery. A gallery is obviously a set or a bunch of images, but you can use a gallery in many different ways. So I'm going to select the image. I'm just going to use this one once more. This lady here. And I'm going to add, whoa, what's going on here? Add this lady, select. And then I'm going to write a caption. Why use natural skincare? Let's go. Why use natural skincare? And then I'm going to add a link to that page or that post. Let's go and have a look at it. Full screen, very cool looking. And let's go back to mobile. And the next one, oops, desktop. And then the next one, we are going to add this lady here. And we're gonna add a caption saying, this natural skin care for you. So, and this one you can use to send people to another blog post or a page where you have more information about your skincare products. And it's easy as that. And add a link. And then the next one, the last one here, I'm just going to go ahead and add another image. I'm just going to use this one here. Select and add your. We only use. Oops. We only use natural ingredients. And then you will obviously direct people to this page here or post. I'll show you how to create blog posts a bit later. It's also very important for your content marketing strategy. That is very important to get traffic to your website, but I'll talk about it a bit later. All right, so let's go and have a look here and see what our full screen looks like. It's pretty cool. So it does this little effect here when you hover over it. That looks very cool. So our site is definitely coming together and it's looking very, very, very cool. But I think we can add a little bit more to our home screen. So let's go ahead and add one more section. So let's go back to desktop and add, oops, don't want to add another image. Definitely not. Click here, remove image. Go back to add section. So add section, you have all these different kinds of sections here that you can add to the homepage or wherever you want. Products, the featured products, promotional, newsletters, maps, text, testimonials, video, whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna go through all of them. You have to go out and have fun with it and play around with it, and definitely make sure to use them all and see what they're like. But I'm gonna go ahead and use for the products, featured product. I'm gonna go for a featured product here, and this is kind of important. If you have a featured product you want to draw attention to, this will be extremely nice way to do it. So let's go ahead. I just started, or Skinclays just started with a new product range, and they do almost every quarter or so. They bring out new products, and they will obviously inform you about it. And this way, you can make people more aware of the new products you added to your store. Right, so select this one. As you can see, you have this nice little featured product here, and what you can do is you can show the quantity selector, and this will allow people to add more products to their cart. This will help once again. So if, like I said, if you stick to the very end, I'll show a very cool app you guys can use to entice people, your visitors, to spend more on your store. So let's continue a little bit more downwards and see what we have. So show dynamic checkout button. So we can actually click here and it won't show the checkout, but we always want to have a quick checkout button. And then we also show social sharing buttons. This is the ones right here. You can go ahead and click disable or enable, doesn't matter. If you disable it, it looks a little bit more clean, I guess. Then you can go ahead and say, I want it to be a feature a bit smaller, or you can go a bit extra large, which is way too big and doesn't look very cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for medium. Then you have this enable zoom. So if I hover over the product, it doesn't zoom in. So if I enable the zoom image, if I hover over it, it kind of zooms in. That's a nice to have. And then at the very last of our homepage, I want to add a blog section. In my world, blogging is very important. It is just a good way of getting people to your website. It's very important to have some kind of content on your website where you talk about certain ways you can enhance your skin, or maybe take care of a acne breakout, or take care of oily skin or whatever. And as you post on your blog or on your website, you can start sending mails to your already signed up customers and telling them about these new products that will help with oily skin, with dry skin, with acne breakouts, with whatever the case might be. And a blog post is a very good way to draw people in, to let them read that article. And in that article, you can actually link out to the products you are talking about. And it's a very good way to get people on your site. So, and also very good for SEO, for search engine optimization. If people are searching in Google how to take care of your skin, and you have a blog post about it, your blog post might, if you do your SEO right and you do everything else right, your blog post might pop up in the search results, and someone can click on that blog post, and that is a great way of getting free traffic to your blog or to your store. So we can actually change the heading here. Let's just say let's make it latest news. There you go. Latest news. All right. Then we can obviously once again select how many posts you want here in a row. You can say select show the offer, and the offer name will be here, and show the date, and show the view all button. So the view all button is also pretty cool to have. It's always a nice thing to have to let people actually have a look at your blog and what else you have written about. And then we have this footer section here. So in the footer section, we have this newsletter part. So newsletter and subscribers will be added to your SIPs marketing customer list. So every time people apply here or add their email address, it will actually go into your customers section here in your dashboard. So the cool thing about it, so every time someone adds something here, you can send them a mail, like the mails I talked before. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit more enticing to your readers. Add your email for future products and updates. So this will help a bit for people to sign up for your newsletter, but a really good way to do this is to create a very interesting way, or a very attractive way for people to sign up. So you can do something like this: sign up to our newsletter and receive a 20 Rand off discount code. So now you have a very seductive, I guess, or attractive way for people to sign up for your newsletter. And every time someone signs up, you can send him a discount code. And I'll show you how to do that as well. So let's quickly go here and go to quick links. Quick links is this here on the right. You can obviously edit the menu. Don't want to edit the menu right now, but you can add menus here. I'll show you how to do that. It's not the most important thing in the world. Then we have show payment icons. Payment icons is obviously, I'll show you how to add our local payment gateways called PayFast. And as soon as we started incorporating PayFast into your store will actually show the proof that you're using PayFast, which is very, very cool. Color, don't worry too much about color. You can always change it if you are if you're in the mood for it. Text, you can keep it black, no problem. And then we have a currency selector. We don't need a currency selector because we're only going to sell right here in South Africa. So all right, so let's go back here and have a look at our website. So let's go back to full screen. And now we have this very cool looking store. Very, very cool, guys. If you are still sticking around with me, congratulations in coming this far. I hope your store make it big. You sell a ton of products and make this, this 2021 a very good and successful year. So let's go ahead and go back to desktop and go back to the dashboard. Oops. Always remember to save, guys. Very important. Let's go back to the dashboard and let's go ahead and create some pages for our store. So come here to pages and add a page. So now we want a page store. We can save it and we can create another page about us. Save. And we can create another page. Contact us. Okay, so and while we're busy with pages and so on, it is very important to add a privacy policy page to your store. And it's also very important to add a terms and conditions page to your store. It's very important to add shipping terms and conditions, and also refunds is also very important. All the information regarding your shipping and your refunds you will get from SkinClays, and they will give you or supply you with all that information. So that's also very important to add to your store or those pages, and make sure to tell people in those pages that this is a drop shipping store and you are selling on behalf of SkinClays. So all right, cool. So now we have this contact page. We can go ahead and go to template suffix and choose page contact and save. So now if we view this page, it already has a pre-built contact us section here, which is very clean, very, very nice. And you can obviously customize this a little bit. You can add a phone number, say 088 352 444, whatever, and say phone me, and then say save. And if you come to contact page and you refresh, you have this number right here. That's how you can add a number or how to edit this page here. Very important to add contact numbers, guys. Don't be shy to handle or to take customers' calls. It is extremely important to handle all customer queries. All right, cool. So let's go back to our pages and let's say come back to About Us. So in the About Us, you can just obviously add everything you need. For About Us, you can obviously add a photo of you or your factory or your team or whatever the case might be, and just kind of continue telling people about you and why they should trust your brand, why they should ship, why they should buy from you, why should they use your products. Very, very important, guys. So now we have a About Us page, and let's see what that looks like. So this is our About Us page. You can obviously use all the alignment tools to align all the images and whatnot. You can use everything in here to add very cool, to kind of design your About Us page the way you want. The next thing that we should look at is navigation. So as you can see, our store here, although we created those pages, we don't see our pages up here, and that's what we want. So now we must go to navigation to actually get that right. So now we want to edit the main menu, and we can actually go ahead and delete this catalog. Delete this one and say add new menu. So then we can come here and just say pages. Quick way to do it, and say store, add, and we can come here to link to pages. We can say About Us, add, and we can say last one here, we can say contact us. Pages, contact us, add, right, oh, maybe that's too many times. Remove that one, right. All right, so now let's save here. And let's go and have a look. Let's refresh this page. All right, so now you can see we have all these pages on top here. Our store, we are going to customize right now. The About Us, and we have our contact us. All right, perfect. So now we have all our pages, and it's loading. It's loading good, and it's looking great. Very proud of the outcome of the store. It looks very cool, and it would definitely be a winner. It doesn't matter who comes to your store, they'll definitely purchase from your store. So let's go back to this menu here once again. I quickly want to show you something. So let's add a menu item here. So let's go to collections here. Collections, and say butter, and add. So now we have this section, this butter here. So butter won't necessarily fit in right next to all these, and it'll make your header a little bit crowded. So another trick you can do is you can actually come here and literally drag it to the top and a little bit to the right and drop it. Now butter has become a sub-menu of store. So let's save this and see what it looks like. Let's refresh. Now we have this little drop down here. If we click on it, we can see this butter here. So now we've made a sub-menu, sub-menu of store. It's called butter, and that's pretty much how Skinclays their website layout also works. So waiting for it to load. So now you can see Skin Clays has this beauty, home, gifting, and contact and my account. So very important, you can actually follow the same structure. And the beauty here, if you see in beauty, this is all the product collections they have in Skin Clays. So you can choose to sell all these or just some of these or whatever the case may be, but you can actually use Skin Clay's website to see all the different collections they have here. So you can also go ahead and design your store exactly the same as Skin Clay's, no problem at all. So that way you can actually don't have to worry and to think or try to figure out where what is going. So let's go back to Pages here for a second. So here in the Pages we created this store page just to kind of show you guys how it works when you add collections to it. But obviously you won't be able to add a collection to your store page. So this is kind of unnecessary to create this page. It was just for tutorial purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this page here. More actions and delete page. Delete this page. So I removed the store and I also removed the submenu, but there's another way that you can add a collection. So let's quickly look at collections and choose all collections and just change the name to say shop. And then say add and then just drag it right next to home and then just say save. Let's go to our store and see what it looks like. And if we click on shop, it will take us to all the collections of our store. Once again, you can add 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 3 in a row. It doesn't matter. I only have 3 collections, and that's why we are only seeing 3 collections. And that's how you actually add collections to a shop page right here. Cool. So now let's quickly go back to the store to modify the pages on front, the custom link or the links at the bottoms. Customize. Scroll down. So this button right here, we have to change it. Let's change this link to collections, all collections, and now we've changed this link. That will take you to the same page as this one here. This page here, we have to take directly to our About Us page. So let's look at this one right here and look for a Pages link, and we have this About Us. And now we've changed that link as well. So you will love our new range. So obviously you will create a same story. You create a new navigation, a collection that's under a new range or something like that, and just add that link to this here. And that's pretty much how you navigate through your website and how you kind of link your pages together. Very important, guys, very important. So let's save this site once more. Alright, so while we are on the topic of links and navigation, I think it's a good time we quickly add blog posts and pages to your site where we can send visitors to when they click on these links right here. So by doing that, so let's quickly see here. So why use natural skincare? So let's quickly go over here, gallery, use this one over here, and kind of just copy this. We are going to create a page for each one of them, or for just one of them. The rest, all three, is pretty much the same thing. Go to pages, And on this page, on this part here, we're just going to say add new page. And we can give it a title. Why use natural skincare? And then in this area here, we are going to tell people why it's best to use natural skincare products. So I've got my trusty dummy text, and I'm just gonna pretend I'm writing some content here regarding natural skincare products. Add some more, and then we can maybe add a photo or an image. I'm just going to use one of these. This lady over here would be pretty good. Insert image, and then we can just save this. Alright, so before we view this page or add the link to it, let's go down to blog posts and see what we can do over here. So this will probably be pretty much the same as what we did just now. Same kind of style and efforts. So let's quickly say how to take care of oily skin, right? We're going to write a blog post about oily skin. So now we're going to add some dummy text again and again, and we're going to add some photos and whatnot. So a very cool thing about blog post is that it's always a good idea to add a featured image. This way it attracts, it's a little bit easier to get some attention to the blog post by having featured images. So now I'm just gonna quickly add an image here. I'm just gonna use this lady here, add this image here, gonna upload, and then we can see here that Jacob Wessels, I am the author, and then we'll also see the search engine listing preview. So edit website SEO, you can take care of the title tag here, which is important. Always make sure to use the correct keywords. In this case, the keyword will be oily skin or how to take care of oily skin. And just make sure in this description here, you will also have oily skin in here somewhere. There is quite a few things to remember when writing blog posts. If you want to optimize it for SEO, you are more than welcome to go over to my blog. And so on my blog here at webnomads.co.za, you will find a post, how to write the perfect blog post, keeping SEO in mind. And I have a ton of information for you right here on how to write the perfect blog post to be able to rank in Google. So make sure to check out this blog post when you start writing any kind of post on your website. I'll put a link in the description so you didn't have to come around here and look for it. You can just click on the link, it'll take you directly to this blog post right here. You can just read through it, use all the information you can, and just make sure you apply it to your blog post. So let's quickly go back to the blog post. Okay, so once you're back in the blog post, just make sure to add a tag, say oily skin. This will be just easier if someone would search your content for anything oily skin related. Then you go up to visibility and make it visible, and then go ahead and say save. Blog post created. Perfect. So now if we go to our store, and scroll all the way down, you will see Shopify will automatically add this blog post to the home screen. And as you start creating more blog posts, it will actually feature right next to this one here. And if you press view all, it will take you to the blog archive where you can check out all the blog posts. So before we wrap up, let's quickly add the link here to our natural skincare page. So let's go to online store. Say customize. Scroll all the way down to that section, to the gallery section, and then we're gonna go over here, then easy as pie, go to pages and say why use natural skincare. So now we've linked this gallery or this image and this text to that why use natural skincare products. So now you can tell people right off the bat why they need to use natural skincare products. And it's kind of important, so you have to convince people here why it's best. They know it's best for them, but you still have to convince them a little bit and telling them why it's the perfect option to go for. Alright, so let's continue with the next part. Okay, after you have saved, let's have a quick look at our site once more. And let's run through the products a little bit and see what it looks like. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at our shop page of all our collection list. And let's go to butter to view all our products in the butter collection. And let's go ahead and look at a single product. This is our page for the single product. And let's go ahead and add a product to the cart. And there we go. We have our pop-up here looking very cool. So let's go ahead and view our cart. This is our product in the cart. We can actually go ahead and add the quantities here as much as we want, and it will automatically update the price for us. And then if we want to check out, or our customers want to check out, just click on the checkout button, quick and easy, and they will have all this information here. All the information they can actually enter, all their shipping address and all that kind of stuff, and then they can continue towards the payment. So it won't allow us to continue with the shipping because we don't have a payment option at the moment. And I will also show you guys how to add a recommended payment gateway of Shopify, and that is PayFast. I'll also show you guys how you can add that payment for you, no problem. So let's go ahead and go to our checkout page here, our cart page. Here we go. Our cart page, and let's go ahead and choose the desktop here. And now you see we have another option here. We can actually go ahead and change everything inside here. So we have show announcements, we can change the bar, we can change all that kind of stuff in this area here, in this cart here. The cart page itself, you can enable cart notes, which is advisable. So people can tell, the clients can tell you, your customers can go ahead and tell you, listen, I want this delivered this with this date, I want it to be wrapped in pink, I want to add a special note inside, or whatever the case may be. And that's the cool thing of doing business with SkinClays. They will actually go as far as adding special notes for your customers inside your packaging. That is very cool, and that's a nice to have. That's very cool. So let's go ahead and go to our product page, and let's design a little bit of better product page than what we have at the moment. So it feels a little bit, the layout is not very nice, I guess. So let's go to a header first, and we see all the images, all the settings here on the left, which we can do and change as we want. And if we go to product pages, we can actually go ahead and say show vendor, and they will show a vendor for us, organic skin, and they will show the quantity selector. It's always nice to have the quantity selector, this one right here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on this one, show vendor. I don't want it. So dynamic checkout button is this one right here. I also want that one. And I also want the sharing buttons right here. It looks very cool, and it's pretty cool. I like it. And we also have this enable zoom right here, which we also like and want to keep. So let's go back here and product recommendations. It's this one here at the bottom. So they will actually recommend products that's very much the same as this one, just to entice people to buy a little bit more. Let's go back here, and then we have footer here at the bottom, which we are not going to touch or edit at the moment. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit our checkout page. So let's go down to theme settings and go to checkout. Then we can add a background image here. Let's quickly go to that page so I can show you guys what it looks like when we actually change or edit the features. So this is our checkout page. So you'll see organic skin and all the breadcrumbs and all that. So let's go ahead here and choose checkout. And then we have logo, custom image. So let's choose this one once again. So we can keep the flow of the website on each page pretty much the same. Select this, and now we have our beautiful logo right on top of our checkout page. We can change the background image. I won't do it anyway. It's just more ways people can get it's just a lot of friction. Don't worry about adding background colors. Don't change the colors. Just keep it white and simple. And then we have headings and we have body. So we can obviously change the font. Don't worry about it. The colors, keep the colors consistent with your site. You can obviously go here to button and make it the same as the rest of your website, and the arrows will be in red. And that's kind of how you change the checkout page. That's pretty cool, and it looks very cool as well. So let's quickly have a look. Full screen, and there you go. This is our checkout page. Looks pretty awesome. It is straightforward, and that's what you want. You want you want people to don't have any distractions at all when they're here on this page, because just a simple dog can bark in the distance, and they will get up and go and have a look at what it is, and they will literally close this website and not even continue buying. And that's how sensitive people are when it comes to actually purchasing stuff online. So now we have a beautiful website, website that we are almost ready to launch. I just want to run through a couple of more features that you can explore and have a look at. And the first one here is the apps features. So the apps is literally like the apps for your phone. It enhances or it brings new features to your phone, and it's pretty cool. So let's explore some of the free themes. So let's explore some of the Shopify apps in the store by clicking this button right here. It's gonna load, gonna take you to the App Store. And here we go, guys. This is the App Store. You can go through all of these. They've got even WhatsApp reviews. They've got all kinds of cool stuff you can go through. I have quite a few themes that I will make a separate video of, that you guys can go and have a look once I'm done. But a nice theme I like to add to my stores is a simple app called free shipping bar. Oops, let's go that one here. So let's go down. It's this one right here. So it's a free plan available. So it's definitely, you can use this one. They've got crazy amounts of good reviews. So you can definitely use this one right here. So what this free shipping bar, what this app actually do is it creates a banner or a bar on top of your website telling people how much more products they must buy before they will get free shipping. So this is very cool. So let's go ahead and install this app. So now we are in the free shipping bar settings, and let's go ahead and create new bar. Click on this one here. And once that is done loading, click on one of these basic templates. Just go ahead and choose this one here, Fairytale. Free shipping for orders over 100 Rand. Just make sure this is set to 900, because that's when Skinclays also will ship products for free once an order is 900 Rand and more. Alright, so let's go down all the way and see this background color. Make sure the background color is the same as the colors you're using on your website. If you want to stick it out, if you want it to stick out a little bit more, I guess that's a good idea, just to draw some more attention. And the color here, we can just make it simply black. And then special text color, let's make it white. Probably won't see white, let's make it black as well. Okay, and then we can go ahead and save this. All the way down, save, bar created successfully. Okay, and let's go view it. Now we have our bar on top here, which we added at the beginning. We are obviously going to take this one away. We replace this one with this new one here. So let's go to the cart here. So now you'll see this bar popping up once more. So if we add some more products, let's say 7 products, this will change to 70. And if we add some more, let's make it 12 products, and we will say congratulations, you've got free shipping. And that is very cool, and that is a very cool way to get people to spend more money on your store, and that is awesome. So that's one of the apps you can obviously visit in the App Store. There are tons and tons and tons of different apps you can use on your store to get people to buy more, or to track your accounts, or whatever the case may be. You're more than welcome. Go and explore the App Store. Check out YouTube videos of people explaining. I'll also do a cool video explaining the apps I use on my different stores. So let's go ahead. Now we've created a discount of 900 Rand and 900 Rand and more for free shipping if someone spent 900 Rand or more. And the way we do that is going to settings and then go to shipping and delivery. So now we've got all these custom profiles and everything in here, and I've got my address here. That's a fake address, by the way. So the one way, while we're here, we might as well just set up the shipping rates in any way. So let's get the shipping rates up and ready. So let's create a new profile. Let's start with standard shipping. And products, it is all products, done. And then we are going to create shipping zones. Just make it some SA within South Africa. This one here, all 9 provinces, that's fine. And now rates, add a rate, and the rate name is standard, and it cost 100 Rand for shipping. Done. Guys, please do get in contact with Skinclays before you add your shipping rates, and make sure Skinclays send you an updated list of the shipping charges. Otherwise, you are also going to pay for shipping, and you don't want to do that. So let's add another rate here, and this one we are going to call free shipping. Free shipping, and add conditions. And this one we have to select based on order price. So let's make this 900, and the maximum is no limit, and the price is for free, and this we call done. So now we've got two shipping rates or conditions. One is for free and standard to all 9 provinces within South Africa. So let's save this, and let's quickly go to our store, click on online store, and then go to customize. This way we can actually see what's going on with our cart and checkouts. Go to checkout here, and then just quickly make this around 6, and checkout, or 5, whatever, checkout. We're just going to check and see if it actually works. So now we've got our shipping information that I've pre-entered before, and we will see our shipping is standard, which is 100 Rand shipping there, and that's what we're going to pay for our products, 450, and then our shipping is 550. Let's go back to information. So this is just where I entered information. Let's go back to cart, and let's make this 12 once again. Now our banner will say, congratulations, you've got free shipping, checkout. And once again, it's got my information here, and I have free shipping now. That's how easy it is to set up your free shipping for orders above a certain amount. So if you got that right, congratulations guys, you just set up a shipping zones and shipping rates for your store. Congratulations for reaching or getting this far in this video. If you are still with me, it means that you are serious about starting an online store or a drop shipping store, and I want to congratulate you for getting this far. So let's quickly start getting to the final things of this video. So let's quickly go to exit, and then we are going down to settings again. And now we're going to run through all of these. I'm not going to waste any more of your time running through all of these ones over here. You can go ahead and do this by yourself. The ones I want to bring to your attention is definitely general. General, just make sure your store contact information, it is important. Very important to have an email address where you will get the purchase orders, and also make sure the same email is over here. So if you get a purchase order from any purchases, you will find that email here. And that is very important for a dropshipping business, because that's the only way you can keep track of your orders. So if you get an email order here, or you can go to your products to orders, and you go to orders, and you will find all the orders right here. You can take that order that you just received and send that along to Skinclays so they can fulfill that order for you. It is very important, guys, to make sure this email is good, and you will receive emails from this email address. Make sure the rest of the stuff here is good, and let's go to payments. So this is very important, guys. So this is where a lot of people, they get hung up about the payments and the way they are going to add payment gateways to their store. They should really, you don't have to be, it is extremely easy. You can go with PayPal Express, you can activate it right here, or you can choose a third-party provider. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And the best one you can go for right here is PayFast or to checkout, it doesn't matter. I'm with PayFast, and I'm going to use PayFast as my payment gateway. So they're going to ask me to set up my my payment or my account information from PayFast, and that is going to require you to go to PayFast. I'll delete this quickly here. You have to go to PayFast and actually create an account for you. The reason why I love PayFast, it is super secure. They've got all kinds of cool goodies for you. The payouts are quick and easy to do. You can log in from anywhere in the world. The fees are not that bad, but the thing that you have to remember is you have to sign up with PayFast at the beginning, and it takes about a week. It takes about a week for them to actually activate your account. So if you're going to sign up right now, you're probably going to go for individual. If you own a business, you're going to go for a business, and they are going to require quite a few documents from you. I have done a full review of PayFast here on my blog. I will leave the link in the description just below the video. And it will tell you exactly who is PayFast, where they're from, what payments options they support, what documentation you will need to get verified by them for individuals and for businesses. Very important. And also another thing is I want to bring to attention, I also added the fees here, which you can have a quick look at before you sign up and make sure PayFast is really the gateway for you. But anyway, PayFast is one of the leading payment gateways in South Africa, and one of the gateways I recommend also for you to start your store. So I'm just quickly going to log into PayFast, and then I am going to show you how you are going to add your PayFast to your Shopify store. And it is extremely easy. So if you come back here, they only want two little bits of information: your merchant ID and your merchant key. So the way you are where you're going to find them is after you've created a PayFast account, you will be able to log into this dashboard, and right here on the top of your dashboard you will find the merchant ID. You can quickly go ahead and paste that, come back, and then just copy the merchant key, copy that, and paste this over here, and then go ahead and activate PayFast. Don't have to save this, and voila, guys. Your payment, your payment gateway has been added to your store, and that was super easy to do. It was ridiculous how fast and how easy that it is to do. It literally took me 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. So, and if you want to do some taste, payments on your store, you can always go enable the taste mode. Taste mode will obviously put all the products into a taste simulation, and you can see if everything works 100%. You can obviously try that and do that if you want, but it's up to you. So let's go ahead here and go to view our store once more. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you will see nice little handy trust icons here at the bottom, telling people that you're SEP Visa, MobiCredit, EFT, and Visa. And that is automatically added to your store, compliments of Shopify. And that's how easy it was to add a payment gateway to your store. So another thing I want to bring to your attention before we close and end this video is discounts. Discount codes. Discount codes is quite important. You'll use them quite a bit. So whenever SkinClays contact you, or you contact SkinClays about any kind of discount promotions you want to run on your store, you can just come over to discount and then create a discount code. Discount code is quite easy to do. So all you do is, say for instance, you run one for Black Friday, and you want a percentage or a fixed amount or whatever the case may be. I will stick with percentage, and I'm just going to add here 30% of all products. And then there's no minimum requirements of amount spent, and the customer eligibility is everyone, doesn't really matter. Usage limits, this is important. Just make sure to limit this to 1 per customer. Otherwise, it's up to you. If you want them to come back and use that code again, you're more than welcome to, or you can limit it just to one customer. And then we want to set an end date. And the end date is obviously the day after. There we go. And then we can save this code. So now the code is created and it is active. So very important is to share this link with everyone and anyone that you know, and also very important, go ahead and share this one with your marketing campaigns. Let's go here to campaigns. You can create a campaign and then you can actually send people all your customers. Well, let's go to customers rather. Go to customers and then you can actually I entered my email address, and I'm also not an email subscriber, but you can send people emails through this, or you can join simple email service providers like MailerLite and MailChimp and so on to do the same job. Abandoned checkouts, you'll obviously find my abandoned checkout here because I didn't go through with the whole process. So you can see me right here. This is what I abandoned. I didn't follow through on my purchase. And the cool thing about it is now you can see my email address here, and you can actually go ahead and send me a mail telling me, listen, hey man, you forgot your card. I still have your card ready for you. You can just come back and just complete your purchase. And that way you'll actually end up getting more people to follow through on their purchases. And that's about it, guys. So as I said, please go through all of this over here and make sure that you have everything set up and get ready for your store. And the very last thing I want to bring to your attention, and it's probably one of the most important ones, is to come here to domains. Very important. You obviously don't want your store, you don't want to market or promote a Shopify store with this domain name. This is very unprofessional, and I would not recommend it at all. And this is where you have to kind of spend some money just to make some money, and that's kind of the way. It's a simple thing. It's a business decision you have to take, and that's where you have to kind of sign up with the professional plans with PayFast, and make sure to buy a domain name that will suit your business well. So let's see, organiskin.co.za. It's searching, and what do you know, it is actually available for me to purchase. I can just go ahead and buy this domain, and they will automatically link this domain to my store, and you can't get any better than that. I promise. That is very, very easy to do. So, and then we have preferences. So preferences is also important just for your SEO purposes. And just make sure you've got your home title. So if, for instance, we type in skin clays, this is your home, hold on for a second. This is your home title, this one over here. And this over here is your homepage meta description. Very important, guys. It's got everything to do with the SEO, and you want organic traffic from Google. Another important thing is to see your analytics on Google and to make sure that your site is registered and indexed with Google. You have to add your Google Analytics code right here. This is a separate video I will do right after this video, and I'll make sure to link out to this video. It is extremely easy to do, but it's time consuming, so I'm not going to do it right now. You can also go for a Facebook pixel if you are in the space of advertising and so on. And this is where we have the password protection. To disable your password, you need to pick a plan. So this is where you have to decide if you are serious or not. The only way you are going to go forward with your store is to choose a plan. And this is very, very, very important, guys. So without choosing a professional plan from Shopify, you won't be able to continue with your store. And the cool thing about Shopify, they allow you to have as many products on your store as you want. I've seen a lot of market or shop builders in South Africa that will charge you per product or how many products or whatever the case may be. But if you go for 29 Rand a month, you can add as many products as you want to your store, and that is very cool. So let's quickly see what is $29. $29 to rands. It is 450 Rand, 51 Rand at the moment. So this might seem extremely steep, and it might seem like a very big financial investment, but you can make that money back in a day, literally. If you promote and work hard at your store, you can make that money back in a day. So the very first time when I came across Skin Clays, I also built a dropshipping store, selling their products. And I think I made like, I think 1,500 Rand in the very first day when I launched the plan. Since then I sold the website. I don't own it anymore, but it is extremely easy because the products are very good. The customer service, it's excellent. The shipping is good and relatively cheap. And the whole thing around the product itself, it will sell itself. Just make sure to promote and be honest, and you'll have a very, very cool time with doing this, and you will make some money. And another upside from selling Skin Clays products, the actual profit margins they give you is massive. Some products you even make 80 Rand on one product. That's crazy. There's no other drop shipping business I've seen in South Africa where you can make 80 Rand per product. That's crazy. So literally, you can make it. Yeah, you have to sell 5-6 of those products in a day to make that money back. So don't let this scare you off. It is one of the things that we have to do in some way or another form. We have to take financial responsibility if we want to start a successful business right here in South Africa. So with that said, I really want to wish you well. I want to see your store once you're done. Please send me a link or add a link in the description or in the comment section below this video. I would love to see your store, I would love to explore it, and I would love to brag about it. But in the end, it's going to take a lot of hard work from your side to make it work. And I wish you all the best, all the good luck, and enjoy it. Cheers.